Hello everyone, it is I, Adam, and now I will show you guys how to shape your characters slash your model's eye area and how to make their eye area more expressive to coincide with their eyebrows. Since last time I taught you guys how to make the nutsack eyebrows. So let's say you want your character's eyes to be positioned like this. You know, Shadow is a great example. Mr. Grumpy Pants over here. Let's say you want your character's eyes to be slanted down like this with this nice curve to look pissed off. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go, of course, from object mode. Since object mode is the default, if you haven't already opened your project and tampered with it, you're going to go over here where it says object mode. You're going to press on it and you're going to go to sculpt mode from the drop down menu. And then once you're in sculpt mode, what you're going to want to do, don't freak out about this menu, because all you have to do is listen to what I'm going to tell you. This is literally all you go to. You just hover your mouse from wherever to go to this icon. It will say clay. That's exactly what we want. You just click on clay. You don't have to worry about any of these over here. Literally, they have nothing to do with this. So you go and you press clay, and then you can tamper with their eyes. This is how you can very quickly get 3 unique soap shoes, or also known as grind shoes, textures / designs in Blender. So, and yes, from Sonic. So what you're going to want to do is head over to this DeviantArt page. You can probably search for it, but if you want, of course, you can literally copy the link from over here. Once you downloaded this, which to do so, you would just go to the link right here. And then once you download it, go to the models resource and then type in grind shoes. And then once you typed in grind shoes, go to, you can probably do these ones too, but I just did these ones because they look slightly less pixelated. Even though they do have less polys, like less cubes or polygons, what you're going to want to do is, of course, go to download zip archive. And now I'm going to show you guys like the process of adding the textures to the model. So I'm going to open up a new Blender project. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get rid of the default cube. Just try to follow along with what I'm doing on screen so that I don't waste your time just yapping, because I don't want to actually explain. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that I know that you didn't come to a tutorial where I show you how to do something and hope that I talk the whole time about how to do it when I can be showing you more instead of, like, I'm going to show more and tell less, if you know what I mean. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to File, you're going to want to go to Import, and now let me see again what. So it's an OBJ file. So let's spawn in the model first. So since it's an OBJ file, go to your new Blender project or even your existing Blender project, because you can always copy and paste the model over from one project to another. Again, go back to import and go to FBX. No, not FBX. Go to OBJ. I'm so used to importing FBX files, I naturally said FBX. Go to OBJ. You're going to want to actually, by the way, you're going to want to extract the file first. So you would just go back again, and then you would, of course, go, and you would go right here, extract all, and then you should see the file, the folder, I mean, in your not in your documents, unless you saved it to your documents, but you should see it in your downloads. So as you can see, PlayStation free, and then boom, import. Yep, as you can see, it works successfully. we got the model to the grind shoes, aka the soap shoes. As you can see, they don't have any texture. They're just a plain mesh, a plain model with pretty low graphics. So now to fix that, to add the texture, basically to add the design for the soap shoes of your choice, is you're going to want to go down to, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to shading over here in the top. I'm sorry I said go down to. And now we're going to wait for it to load because Blender is slow. So now that I loaded, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to press Shift A. You'll see this pop-up menu. You're going to go to search. Actually, I think I'm tweaking. You're going to want to go to texture. You're going to want to go to image texture. And then just load that wherever. Go to open to the file, to the folder path. And I'm really trying to do my best to explain it as I go through the motions. And you're going to want to go to, you're going to have to also extract, that's the thing, you're going to have to extract the DeviantArt download too, since it also has a model and textures, but we're using the model from model resources because I tried to get the model from the DeviantArt download to load multiple times and it never loaded. So try to find it. It's right here. Go to open image, go to here, textures. Now you can just select which one, now you can just select whichever one you want, if you want. I'm just going to do the blue one, for example. Open image. Now you see where it says color? Connect it to base color, I'm pretty sure. And yep, there you go. Just like that. Now I'm going to move the camera so that you all can get a clear view. But you all saw how simple that actually was, even though it took me a while to get everything loaded in. If you just load in everything naturally and then you search up this tutorial and you skip around to like the last minute, then this is like the easiest tutorial in the world. A lot of people on YouTube will overcomplicate things. I've searched up many tutorials on YouTube on how to texture models. A lot of them didn't make any sense to me, so hopefully this tutorial helped you guys out more than the tutorials that I watched, and hopefully some of the other tutorials that you watched, if you guys are still stuck, and if you guys had to search for this. And now if you ever want to change the texture, you can go back to here, and then boom, texture changed, design changed. So even though the model is very low poly, you do get some very nice designs. And this is 110% working, because you can still see other models from Sketchfab, continue to test if they actually work. Maybe it's just something with my computer. And if you can get a higher polygon count model, a more HD model to spawn in and load, you can of course still apply the textures to that model. So if you're lucky, you can get a higher quality grind shoes pair. You can get a better pair of grind shoes than I did, and you can apply the textures, and then it can look exactly how it did in Sonic Forces, all high quality and stuff. Hello everyone, it is I, Adam, and I'm going to show you guys how to import a model or object or a character or whatever you want to call it from one Blender project to another. So once you have the desired project open with your desired object that you want to paste into another project, all you got to do is of course spawn the object. If you want the textures, spawn in that too, or don't. And then you can go to this, select it, Control C to copy. Boom, you copied it. Now go to the project you want to paste it in, and then press Control V. And then it should have pasted. Yes, it did. It pasted successfully. Hello everyone, my name is Adam, and I'm going to show you guys how to fix the pink textures in Blender which load in with your object, aka the pink textures glitch, aka the missing textures. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into shading over here. Now you see where it says base color.jpg. You're going to actually have to load this in, like you're going to have to search for it. I just added it in because I already fixed the issue. So let's delete this and let's reload it in. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to press Shift plus A. You're going to want to go to texture. You're going to want to go to image texture. And then you're going to want to go to open and find the folder with your textures. And now you can just spawn them all in. And now this is the final step, and this is the most important step. You're going to go to where it says color. You're going to click on it and drag this little line. If you start dragging your cursor, you're going to see this line after you clicked on the yellow dot. And you're going to want to drag it to here. And now you fixed your missing textures. And you can go back into layout, and you can see it worked.